AT&T connects and ode to podcasts.
Connect the alarm, change the podcast you stream. Connect the snooze, 10 more minutes to dream. Connect the shower, lather up with the news, sports talk, comedians, or movie reviews. Connect with that 3-hour philosophy show. Change the drive into work and traffic so slow. Connect the dishes to voices that glow. Thank you to the geniuses of spoken audio.
Connect the stories, change your perspective. Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, this is actually the idea of this episode came from a friend of mine. She had asked a question on Instagram overall asking, is it okay to be like jealous of your friends and stuff? And the thing is that she said, like, in the next slide in her Instagram story, she said like some like actual factuals, like she said some stuff that made sense. So that's why I was kind of like in a predicament where I didn't know whether to answer yes or no. So I just swiped up, typed up what I need to say and things, and from there it's like we had a mutual agreement on what we were overall discussing. But that's why I wanted to do this episode, to just kind of like give out advice to people out there where it's like you got those friends, they're just doing successful things left and right, because literally that's everybody. That's everybody, where it's like there might be somebody that's more successful than you, but they look at you and they're like, man, I want their happiness, or man, I want their car, or man, I want their shoes, or clothes, or style, or personality, whatever. And they could be, making more money than you, or it's like it could be in a situation where they have nice shoes, but you have a nice car, or that person has a nice car, but they got a nice house, or that person has a nice house, they have a nice job, and that person has a nice job, and then somebody got a better career. So it's like, at the end of the day, you have to see it as this. There's somebody out there doing better than you. And is it a problem? No, it's not a problem. That's been going on for literally the beginning of time. That's why I'm like, people, you gotta start seeing others as equal. You gotta start seeing others. And I think that's why a lot of people get jealous of musicians or actors, it's like more so to use musicians as an example. When you hear musicians where they'll get robbed or attacked, or just because of their fame and stuff, and people are trying to challenge them, that's somebody that has like a serious jealousy against them. But if you have and it's okay to be like jokingly jealous with a person, like if you're just being jealous but you're being funny about it, but at the end of the day you truly do support that person, that is perfectly fine. That's okay. That's stuff that I do. That's stuff that I actually embrace. I find that funny, but like a serious jealousy, and that's what overall I want to be talking about, is like serious jealousy and funny jealousy. Hold on for 1 second. I need to bring my fan closer to me because it's starting to get a little warm. Alright, I'm back. But anyways, getting back on this. So, jealousy. Talking on my own experience from it. Have I ever been jealous of a person? If I did, it had to have been a point in time in my life where I do not remember it. Like, I truly do not remember being jealous of a person. Because my thing is, in the recent years, in the past maybe 5-6 years, and probably even longer than that, I've always sat down and I have focused on myself. I've always thought about myself and how I can better myself. So if I did see a person was doing better than me, let's say YouTube for an example, and it's a friend of mine's, good for them. They're doing something that I'm not. So at the end of the day, this is how I see it. I don't get jealous by people. I get motivated by people. If I see a friend of mine, they upload a video and they get 100,000 views from it. So I'm like, okay, now I gotta, work on some videos and get 100,000 views. Yes, I might strain myself out. Yes, I might have to be up day and night working on this, dream video. But at the end of the day, I was motivated. I was motivated to make content. I was motivated to follow my own dreams, not be jealous of another person, who have a serious jealousy of another person's dreams. And I think that's one thing that both me and my friend, we agreed on. It's like when you start wishing bad things on that person, that's when you have a serious jealousy. But my thing is with that friend, and if it's even if it's like, regardless of whether it's a friend that I'm not close with or a friend that I am close with, either way I'm gonna congratulate them. But I guess like if it's like a close friend or a best friend, and let's say if it was like Four Souls for an example, they upload a video and their video got like 10 million views, my thing would be that I would probably either like reach out to them and be like, bro, I've been going at YouTube for 11 years now, and you mean to tell me you guys only been on here for a year and y'all upload a video that gets 10 million views? How? What happened? What did I do that but at the end of the day, I would be happy for them. I'd be happy because I'm like, my thing is like, that's hard. So the fact that they were able to do that, the fact that they were able to get 10 million views off of a video, by doing whatever video that they decide to do, I'm like, that's good. And even, like with their channel now, it's like that there is videos, it took me years to just get the views that I was getting. Or if it was like, just me just uploading a viral or a video that went somewhat like viral at the time, my videos wasn't doing so hot the first couple of years I started. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I can't remember how long it took me to get, because I remember at one point in time I did like reach to, I think it was maybe 3,500 subscribers, but then I started losing subscribers and I wasn't doing so hot, so I was losing subs at one point in time, and and I was like, yeah, it's YouTube was not going good for me. Then even talking on Twitch, I see like there's friends of mine that they started up Twitch channels, got more followers than me, more people in their streams, and I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be happy for them. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't support what you're doing because it's not happening to me. No, I can't. Like, if there's a reason why I can't support what you're doing, is because I'm supporting one of the many things that I'm doing, and I'm not trying to be better than you. If anything, I'm just having a friendly like competition, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm just being motivated to just work on my own content. I'm not going to disregard or downplay the stuff that you're doing. And that goes for any situation or any, things that me and that person is into. So if there's a time where there's friends of mine that have like doper shoes than I do. Like, I think, my one friend, closest, like, he's like a brother to me. I remember, I think it was before I had found this store where they had Bread 11s. I remember he was telling me how he had Bread 11s. And that's something where I'm like, dang, man, really? I'm like, you got the red at the bottom, black on top, and all that. And like, you got the actual Bread 11. And my thing is like, I'm not going to be like, oh man, like I hate the fact he got Bread 11s and stuff. Like and it's crazy because I'm like, just saying it as an example, like if it was like some like hate and jealousy, I'm like, oh man, I wish his shoes would get stolen or taken or something. That actually did happen to him. So my thing is like, I know the struggle, like that man came from. I know what he had to like face in his life. So that's why I'm like, I don't think a lot of people, when it's like when you're jealous of a person, I don't think you understand like why they got to where they got to. Why they're more successful than you. They might have been in a much more tougher life situation than you have. So that's why they're in the position that they're in today, because they had a much more tougher life. And if they had, things handed to them, at the end of the day, they, all right, so here's the thing. If they had a tough life and they worked hard to get to where they got to, so let's say, going back to the YouTube example, right? So let's say they had a tough life. They start up a YouTube channel. They're pushing out all these videos left and right and things. And they reach to like 50,000 subscribers. And they're getting like, 50,000 or more views across all their videos. Rather than you've been going at this for a lot longer. And your videos, you don't have that many subscribers. You have like 10,000 subscribers and you get like maybe 5,000 views across your videos. At the end of the day, there was something that motivated them to get to the number that they got to. They thought, I'm not saying that you're not thinking hard enough or you're not working hard enough, but they were just in a situation where they had to think, harder than, the average person and work harder than the average person. You might go to sleep at like 8 o'clock. This person's staying up until 3 a.m. Working on videos and stuff. So it's like they don't, there's like point in times at night where they're not even sleeping, so it's like you guys see it as that. Then if it's a situation where stuff got handed to them. So let's say if they knew somebody that was a YouTuber, right, with like 1 million subscribers, they shout them out, gives them like 50,000 subscribers in one day. One day they get 50,000 subscribers, they upload their first video, and they, you know, got like, yeah, however many views off of that. So if you didn't like that's the one thing people, they need to realize, like when stuff is handed to a person, it's much more harder for them. Now the thing is like you're working on this stuff. You know how to like work around this stuff and to work on this stuff. So at the end of the day, when somebody is like handed something and they don't know what to do with it, they're gonna be like, that's like if you're getting handed a baby and you're like, I don't know what to do with this baby. Like, do I rock it? Do I shake it? What do I pat it on its back? Like, what do I? But you, on the other hand, you've had babies. You know about that type of stuff, so you know what to do. You like rock it. You're feeding it, patting it on the back, giving it burps. Like, you know what to do. So at the end of the day, it's like when somebody is getting handed something, you know more than them. So why be jealous? Because at the end of the day, if you were to have that same number as them, you know what to do with that number, and you know how to grow that number. Them, on the other hand, they don't know what to do with that. So it's like that's how I think people just need to, you know, see things. But at the same time, it's like, still, don't be jealous, don't be upset, don't wish bad things on the person. That's like, I'm telling you, there's friends that I know where they're like on TikTok, right? They get more likes than me, they get more views than me. There's friends that I know on YouTube, they get more views than me, and they have more subscribers than me. There's friends I have on Twitch. There's one of my friends, she was getting like people subscribing, gifting subs, or subscribing to her Twitch channel. Like, it was active one day. It was like crazy active. And I'm like, dang, what is going on? But I was happy for her. Why? Because I'm like, my thing is like, I know how hard it is to grow as a small Twitch streamer. I know how hard it is to grow as a small YouTuber or a small TikToker. I know that. I felt that before. I know how it feels. So I might be working harder than them. They might be working harder than me. At the end of the day, it's like, we're still putting in work. That's the only thing that matters. It's like, as long as people is putting in work, there's no reason for you to be jealous. If it's like a jealousy that's going to motivate you, where it's like, okay, you know what? They motivated me, you know, I was like, and that's the thing though, it's like, it's okay to be jealous. That's one thing that me and my friend had agreed on. It's like, it's okay to be jealous, because what was Reed saying? That's why I hate when I'm like saying something and then it's like, okay, so no, that's what I was gonna say, because it's an emotional thing. You know, jealousy is an emotion. It ain't like it's just something that you just, you know, type up, write up, or it's like, you know, no, this is like an emotion that develops in your mind where it's going to have you feeling a certain way. So yes, you will see a person that will be doing more better than you. Now, how are you going to handle that situation? You're going to be mad and wish bad things about on them, or are you going to be mad and work yourself down to the core to where you're doing more than them, and then even they realize like, yeah, this person's killing it? Because my thing is like, okay, you, and with this friend that was she was getting like all these like different, you know, subscribes and stuff on her Twitch channel. She tells me that all the time, how much work I put in with YouTube and things, and how it's, you know, it's like crazy, and how cracked I am for doing stuff like that. And I sit down and I think about, I'm like, yeah, you know, when you have 32 YouTube channels, you're pushing out content left and right on these channels, you got videos for all these channels, then on top of that, you have a podcast, you make music, Twitch stream, all these TikTok videos, and all these other like side projects. Like, yeah, I'm like, there's no reason for me to be jealous. And there's no reason to look at somebody and be like, oh, I'm better than them because I'm putting in more work than them. But there's most likely somebody out there better than me, and they're putting in more work than me. So at the end of the day, it's like, you guys see it as this. Jealousy is an emotion that's been going on since the beginning of time. You know, how you handle your jealousy, it starts where you're at. It starts where you're at right now in life. So my thing is like, you know, if you gotta go back and look at some examples, because that was like one of the like most motivational documentaries I watched, was the Last Dance documentary, and it's about the Chicago Bulls and their run in the 90s, and like pretty much like AKA being one of the probably being the greatest basketball team in the 90s. Like, you know, there's probably other basketball teams out there that was doing their thing, but the Chicago Bulls, they was putting in their work. Michael Jordan, all them guys. All right. But that was like definitely one of the most motivational documentaries I had watched, because Michael Jordan, even though that man had absolutely nothing to prove, that man made a name for himself. He was already considered a legend. But he still took things personally. So if you take things personally to the point where it's like, oh, okay, I'm just going to, work hard enough to where, I want to get to where I need to get to and things. And that's the thing. It's like, even when you do, still don't get satisfied with where you're at. Don't get comfortable. Aim for, like, the thing is like, okay, if you aim to go a mile, go that extra mile. Go 2 miles. Once you make it there, go 3 and be like, oh, dang, I really wanted to go 3. Like, set the bar high for yourself. Always set the bar. That's something that I do. I'm like, okay, I seen everybody out here having 1, 2, maybe 3 YouTube channels, right? I have 32. I upload content for all of those channels. My thing is like, and I set the bar high for myself. I'm like, okay, I want to get 100 videos out on this channel before, the year is over, before the week is over. I get some stuff done. So I'm like, dang, but I did set the bar high for myself. That was the goal. So I know people are all like, dang, you really wanted, like, yes, that's what I was aiming for. And there's no problem with that. It's like, there's no problem. My thing is like, there's no problem with working. It's just a problem. It's like you're sitting around watching everybody else work, and you're going to get jealous about them, like, or get jealous over what they're doing. No, don't do that. It's like, work. It's like, and keep working until, like, people start noticing, and then you're in a good situation. You don't have to worry about other people. And that's why I'm like, look, my thing is like, even though I'm not even in a good situation with YouTube and being a content creator, I'm still happy with where I'm at. I'm not going to be upset and look at other people and be like, oh, man, I wish the worst on them. I be telling people that all the time. I was just telling one of my friends that earlier today in her Twitch stream, how it's like, hey, like, at the end of the day, you're killing it. So you're a legend in the makings. I always try to motivate my friends when it comes to even this friend where it's like we were talking about like how this whole thing even got started in jealousy and stuff. I tell her all the time because she does like a lot of fitness videos. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna kill it. You're definitely gonna be one of those like fitness people where it's like you writing books, coming out with protein shakes, workout clothes, and all that different types of stuff. Because that's something that I see. My thing is like I'd rather would see that than to see her work hard for work to where she's at right now, and then all of that stuff to just disappear. That's messed up. That's really messed up. So at the end of the day, I'm like, all my friends, I'm like, I want nothing but the best for them. So, but anyways, yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 32 YouTube channels, including my podcast channel. I have a channel on there where I'm like posting all the older episodes. And follow me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at TMossBoss. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.